Hey guys, glad to see you here today. Yay! Um, so here it's been now 2 weeks since we've been in lockdown in France. Um, so it's been like kind of super weird because we can't go out at all. But then again, a lot of people are just sort of out and about. Um, so yeah, Um, I have been personally trying to take this time to re-look at all my old tracks that have been that I've been working on. So I've had a lot of tracks that I've wanted to bring out throughout this time, and especially throughout 2020. It's been a little bit hard with COVID. Um, but yeah, it's moving forward nicely. The good thing about this lockdown is that I can have a special permission slip, from the government, to be able to be in the studio. So been working on like a lot of tracks and stuff, re-looking at my old tracks that I had and wanting to drop those, so reworking them in the studio, getting ready to drop a couple of those that have been chosen, and yeah, working on new heat, which is awesome. As I've been speaking about for the last couple of weeks, like collabs with people in the US and stuff, so it's super cool. It's super awesome. I'm really excited. I'm excited to bring it to you guys. And yeah, so we're gonna talk about today, like music making during lockdown. How it's important. I think I did one as well about music and artists. How artists are dealing with the COVID, right? But it's really important because a lot of people think, oh, you can't do anything at home. But you actually can. So, I'm going to give you guys some things that, you can work on at home. Even like software that you can download just like on your computer so that you can, have fun at home and just get some beats, some ideas down and things like that. You don't need to be, in the big professional studio. Oh my God, so sorry guys. I don't know why the stream just disconnected. Hey, I don't know what's happened here. But yeah, it wouldn't connect. So yeah, you guys have so many options, that you can use, so much software that you can use from your own home if you are locked down. If you're not and you have the possibility, you know, to go to a studio with your team or with yourself or whoever the case is, then, that's super great and congratulations. If you're not at home, how I worked a lot on stuff during COVID, the first lockdown, which was really like a quarantine. It's not like the lockdown that people had in the US. It was a real lockdown. We have permission slips to go out and stuff. So yeah. Basically, I literally, the best thing was to get a keyboard. But you can even like, muck around with, get it like a secondhand keyboard, things like that. So you can work on your own melody, on your own flow, and even just as an artist, whether you're a rapper or a singer, just work on that vocal training. I spoke about vocal training tips last time. So it's super important to be able to keep up that vocal training, and that's something that you can do all the time at home. Even if you don't know how to read music or whatever. Personally, I don't know how to read music, but I play around with the keyboard, get some melodies happening, even just train my voice, to listen to the different types of tones and things like that so that I can adapt. Second thing is a super cool program, like a software that you can put on your computer. Before I talk about that, actually, I'll talk about just your phone. Okay, so honestly, your phone and your recorder on your phone can be your best friend if you don't have anything, and you can actually put down, all the lyrics that you've written, or if you've got an instrumental and you're thinking about that and you've got a beat, then just literally put down on your recorder, on your phone recorder, what you want to record. And then just, yeah, flow with that and keep that in mind for when you are able to go to the studio. or what you can do with those, if they're super clean, to be, let's add it onto the beats or whatever. So that can actually work. Things can be done by distance. But if you do want to get, a little bit more, I guess, high tech, and, have something that's, noise cancelling and stuff like that, to just make it the best available sound. I use a really good software. I mean, I don't know if it's probably not the best out there. It's sort of between, like, I hop between BandLab and Reaper, but I find that Reaper, I've been using it for, 2 years now since I started music, and Reaper is actually just really easy to be able to put your track, what you need, down, and you've got, it says, insert tracks. I mean, it's just seriously so straightforward. You can play around. There are so many vocal codes to work with. So, auto tune, not auto tune, using echoes and things like that. So I absolutely love Reaper, to be honest, for that. BandLab I have used as well. I don't think it's, not that I don't think it's like as good, but I just haven't really used it as much. I used it during COVID for a track that I actually recorded at home for a 24-hour Red Bull Ultimate Track Challenge. But yeah, that was it. So when I've got stuff in mind, when I've got a beat down, and I'm trying to write the song, I basically get the software, and once I got the software, so this is Reaper, then that's when you can literally just from your home, from your computer, just either ad-lib, like do some improvisation. You don't even need like, a setup. So if you're at home, hey, Free Supreme Music, saludos. You don't need like, a super big, microphone with this, mousse and noise cancellation stuff. Just literally put it down, open up your Reaper or your BandLab on the computer, and just literally, make sure there's no noise or no echo, and then just, put down your verse or your chorus or whatever you've got going on that you want to put down. So that is the way. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Lots of love to Venezuela. So yeah, it's super important to how I stayed sane, So honestly, keyboard at home. If you're locked down, you can't go anywhere, get a keyboard, or even muck around with sounds on YouTube, and then ask for producers for beats. Ask them to send over beats. Get beat makers to send beats over to you. Download that Reaper, download, BandLab if you want as well, and just play around with it at home. So you don't really need, and then what you can do once you've done all that is send your material to a producer and whatever, and say, hey, you know what, I'd like to get this track. Can you arrange something for me? Is the vocals good enough? And if you're totally locked down and you can't move anywhere, you can probably make, a pretty good song out of something that you've just done in your own home that you've sent over to your producer, and that's just gonna, actually work. So, you can't get discouraged by this COVID and by staying at home. And, I know it's tough, and I know it's hard to go outside, find people, but even in lockdown, in quarantine in France, I'm here. I've gone to the studio. I've been working on my tracks at home. I've literally got like a million notes, pieces of paper, everything from at home. So now, if you want to learn how to, better your technique and your rap technique and stuff, like, I'm not here to obviously, vocal coach you guys, but you can go on to my other video where I gave you guys some tips and tricks on how to just vocally train at home to keep it up during this COVID time. Tips from home on how to improve on your vocals if you're a rapper or if you're a singer. These are all tips and tricks that I got from my vocal trainer, right? So just sharing the knowledge and sharing the love. So that's about it, to be honest. And that's how I work from home, doing lots of covers, of freestyles, of new tracks. And so lately, if you guys have any questions as well on, what software exactly I use, or if you want like links or whatever to the software downloads, or any more tips on, how to basically stay sane and still make music at home, definitely inbox me. You know, I reply to comments on Instagram and DMs as much as I can. And I 3 days, so I was in the studio, and it just went really well because, you know, it was just also a time to reflect on the work that I had done pre-COVID and actually be like, what do I need? What do I want? What are the styles? What are people wanting? You know, and it was like a big throwback, you know, listening to all these tracks that I'd done before COVID, and then COVID sort of stopped it at the start. So now we're looking at releasing new stuff, and bringing the new stuff, the tracks that I already have back out, and actually doing them and releasing them, but also collabing with some great artists. So I'm super excited about all these collabs. It's going to be awesome. And yeah, I'm just not losing faith, and no one's got to lose faith in this world. You know, we've all got music to keep us together. So yeah, I wish you all the best. If you ever need, like, you know, like help on anything or advice, you know, I'm so happy to help as much as I can and share my love and share my knowledge as well. So yeah, see you around for the next story time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share the videos, share my music videos, keep sharing the love on Oye Professor on the track. It hit over 60k. I think we're nearly at 70k for the official audio, so that's so awesome. And yeah, just stay in touch. See you the next story time, and yeah, have faith, pray that everything goes well, and honestly, I pray that you guys, you know, all stay safe, you know, wherever you are in the world. Things can be done from home. As I said, you know, you can still stay safe, stay home with all this COVID, and still be able to produce music, make music, and be happy. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stick around, go get on an IG live just to say hi to peeps and stuff. But I've had a pretty heavy 3 days in the recording studio, so I'm super tired. But yeah, take care, and chat to you guys soon. Bye, y'all. If you ever want any questions, just let me know. The music's all here, and it's all happening, and I'm happy to share my knowledge and share the love. Bye. Have a good night.